Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm making a very special dish and it's always special, right? But today, why is it special? Because it is Anu's birthday. So Anu's favorite ingredient, favorite vegetable is broccoli. She absolutely loves broccoli. So I was thinking of what to do with that. I can make sauteed broccoli, I can make broccoli in a Chinese sauce, but I just thought let's hero the broccoli today. So the way to do that is I'm going to make a cream of broccoli soup. Actually, it's a cream of broccoli and almond soup. All right, so let's get started. So what I have here for the broccoli soup, and I have olive oil and butter that's mixed. That's about total 3 tablespoons worth. 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and that's getting warm. So to that we'll add some garlic. There's no good soup without garlic, right? Gotta add the garlic. So throw some garlic in there, and I'm throwing about 2 teaspoons. I'm not going to use all of this, but 2 teaspoons worth. If you like more garlic, feel free to add it. This is a very flexible recipe. You can add what you want. I'm also going to add some onions. That's 1 onion that's been sliced. Again, all this is going to go in a blender, so you don't have to worry about finely or neatly slicing it. So we toss that in there and give that a stir, and we want to wait till these onions start sweating. They don't have to brown, they just have to sweat and cook through. Okay, so you can see our onions have started to sweat. They're not browning, we don't want them to brown. So at this stage, I'm going to add my broccoli. Now that is 2 florets of broccoli, and I'm making a larger quantity because we have a large family, we have a lot of people to feed, right? So if you want to make it for less people, this is going to serve about 6 people. But if you want to make it for 2 or 3 people, just take all the quantities and cut it down accordingly. So if it's 3 people, cut it in half. If it's 2 people, cut it in a third. As simple as that. So we give this a quick toss, and we want the broccoli to cook through a little bit. And while that's happening, we can also add our spices. Very, very basic spices. Sometimes in life, the simpler things obviously is better. So I'm going to add about a nice heaping teaspoon of salt in there. You can add that to your taste. If you like more salt, feel free. And I have some black pepper. It also goes in there. So I'm putting a little bit of, you'll notice, pepper powder. But I'm also going to add some of this pepper that's freshly ground because it has a very different flavor. I'm a big fan of freshly ground spices. So this one really works well. I'm also going to add some paprika. Again, this is to taste. You just want to add a little bit. That's about half a teaspoon. That's it for now. If you want later, you can add more, of course. And then here's another secret ingredient for you. A little bit of nutmeg. It goes a long way in any creamy soup. Again, you want to add a pinch. So I'm just putting a dusting. That's about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's good enough. And we want to mix it together. And we're going to let this broccoli cook. And when we come back, all of this is going to go in a blender along with some milk. I have half a liter of milk over here and some fresh cream as well. You can use just milk if you're health conscious and don't want a hearty soup. But I like my soup hearty. More than me, I know Anu likes it hearty. It's her birthday. We're doing this for her. So we're going to add some fresh cream as well when we come back. Okay, so our broccoli soup, or the ingredients in for the broccoli soup, have been going for about 5 to 6 minutes. You can see there's be some water as well from the broccoli mainly, and of course some from the onions. But the broccoli is still a nice bright green color. So at this stage, we're going to add some almond. That's a lot. I'm just going to add a handful. Again, this is all per taste, right? So I'm going to add about 20 to 30 almonds. These have been soaked in water overnight and then peeled. So they're blanched almonds. Just use the white part and give that a stir. And I'm going to actually turn my heat off right now so that this mixture can cool down. Once this cools down, I'm going to blend it and then blend it with the milk and the cream and bring it back to my pan to a boil and then finish off the soup. It's a really simple recipe. So I've blended my mixture for my broccoli soup. Look how beautiful that looks. Obviously it's a bit thick, that's how we want it. I've kept my flame here on medium, so I want to just simmer that through. So what I'm going to do now is I used about half the milk to blend this because you can't blend the broccoli by itself. and the remaining half of the half liter, so it's about 250 ml, I'm going to pour it in there. And for some added creaminess and texture, like I said earlier, I'm going to add a little bit of cream. Just about 2 tablespoons. If this is very optional, if you don't want it, you really don't have to add it. That's about 2 tablespoons there. We'll throw it in there. Now, once this comes to a boil, this soup is essentially done. Now, you'll notice I also have some water here. If I feel like my soup is too thick, then I can reduce it down with a little bit of water. At the moment, my consistency looks fine, but as it cooks off and boils off, it's going to reduce on its moisture level. So we may have to add a bit of water. We'll decide when we come back. And to finish this off, I'm just going to add some truffle oil because, you know, that just takes the flavor to the next level, right? So this will be boiling for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so my broccoli almond soup rather, is ready. And that's the consistency I like. It's a little thick, so it's a hearty soup. You can make it thinner, just add more water if you want. But here is the birthday girl. So this one's for her favorite ingredient. So let's have her taste it. And let's see if it passes the taste test, right? So, all yours.
You had me at broccoli. This is the best soup ever.
Not at hello? At broccoli? Okay.
This is the best, really.
Okay. Alright. Happy birthday, Mama. God bless.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the recipe. We'll see you next time. Do subscribe.